about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
Oh boy, guys, tonight I have successfully made a major mistake. We have the completely wrong background on, and I am not wearing my hat, so you guys get to see my absolutely messy hair before the stream. This is what it looks like under the hat, guys. My hair always ends up being a total mess when I put these headphones on and take them off. It just destroys my hair. So let's go ahead and make a quick wardrobe transformation to make this stream official. There we go. That is a lot better. That looks significantly better with the chroma key behind me, the green screen. It just doesn't work without a hat, especially with how messy my hair gets whenever I pull headphones on and off a bunch of times. Alrighty though, guys, let's just see how we're doing here. And let's take a look at what all is going on. Tonight we're going to be working on the build that we did yesterday once again, and tonight we're actually going to be doing a little bit more. I've got a little bit of a better idea now of what I'm actually wanting to do with this build, and so I think we're going to have a lot more fun than we did before.
It's all about humanity.
Alrighty, guys, let me know in the chat who is excited for today's stream. I certainly am. I am really excited to stream today. I think we're going to have a ton of fun. I think that this stream this evening is going to be really good. We're just going to be building up on top of that mega lab facility that we built last night inside of Bloxburg. Tonight we're just going to be continuing on with what we were doing then. And this time we should have all of that annoying webcam lag fixed. It actually had nothing to do with my connection. It obviously didn't have to do with my PC or any of my settings. It was actually entirely that I was using an older version of OBS and I hadn't updated the camera's firmware. And so luckily that's all it was, and we aren't going to be limited by bandwidth or any of those capabilities at all. So tonight we're going to have an even better and smoother stream, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys some even higher quality content. Okay, never mind. It looks like it is freezing again. I thought that the firmware update was going to fix that. I don't know what is going on here, honestly. I really do think that it has to do with Roblox. I really have a feeling that this is all just a Roblox related issue. Alrighty, guys, let me know in the chat if you guys have any ideas for builds. But here we are inside of Bloxburg, and we should be ready to go now. And you guys can let me know if the whole webcam freezing issue we had last night, if maybe it's a little bit better, because hopefully those updates did make things better. And ooh, it looks like we actually need to adjust our chroma key just a little bit. There's a little bit of a gap over there. So I'm going to see if I can fix that. There we go. That should look a little bit better. But let's begin, guys. I am so hyped to be in here with you guys today once again. Let's see if our Roblox capture is actually working or not. There we go. Should now be working. So let's get this started. I am so hyped to be with you guys tonight. I'm just so excited for this. Here we go, guys. This is going to be fun. Dang it. There we go with that webcam locking up again. I really have no idea what's going on with that. and what is causing that. I would love to get to the bottom of that. I have a feeling it has to do with good old Razer Synapse. I hate that application, but this is actually a Razer webcam, and it's a super nice webcam. It looks really good here on stream, but unfortunately, for some reason, Razer's firmware is just always really, really clunky and just makes everything way harder than it ought to be. Anyway, guys, I think it's about time that we get this thing started and we get this going here. I'm just waiting to see if a couple more folks want to come in and join us. And you guys, I totally get it if some of you guys don't feel like hanging out in chat. I know the feeling. Sometimes I like to just join a stream and chill and not talk in chat. But for those of you guys that would like to speak up and be a part of the channel, feel free to talk to me in the chat. I am always happy to hear from you guys. But we're going to get in here and we're just going to start building walls. Once again, this is going to be a laboratory building based from the very early 1920s, maybe actually just the late 19-teens and kind of those days, because you can see here by the Art Nouveau style, that would be the period that you would expect. Art Nouveau was starting to get phased out at that point, but there were still a lot of really cool buildings that they use a lot of Art Nouveau styling for, and so that is what we are doing in here. Alrighty guys, here is our interior, but I think we're just going to start with this exterior here because you guys can see we just have a big old building, and if you guys are wondering what the deal with this shape in this area here in the center is, we're actually going to be doing a little bit of like a central kind of courtyard area for this lab in here, and so I think that's going to be really cool to do something like that. I love doing those kind of central courtyard type areas, and so tonight that is what we are going to be doing inside of this build. Well, I keep forgetting that that song just ends so abruptly. I have no idea why that song ends as abruptly as it does, but I guess that for some reason it just does. I don't know if you guys noticed that on stream, but some of the songs just don't fit together in the very best ways, unfortunately. But here we are, and we've got our windows out here overlooking the exterior area. So what we need to do is we need to work down in this lower hallway, and we need to first of all get some flooring done in here. And I've got to decide what type of flooring I want to do. And there goes that lag again. I am so sorry for that lag, guys. I don't know what the heck is causing that with the webcam. I have no clue, really. I'm guessing that it has to do with Roblox, maybe, because it doesn't seem to do it when Roblox is not open. But I don't know why we have that issue. Like, every time I've streamed lately, we've had that. And it's really, really annoying, to be honest. It's really annoying. It just gets in the way and causes us so much trouble. All right, let's go ahead and copy this material right here. So we'll go down and we'll go ahead and select the floor here first. Grab that, put that on there. And then we'll just do the very same flooring right here. And there we go. That already is looking pretty good. If I go ahead and put the roof back on, you guys can see that we have a neat looking kind of entryway into here. This looks very upscale, very classy, like you would expect for the time that this was created. Alrighty, what else do you guys want to see? Let me know in the chat what you all want to see, and we're going to do our best to put that in here. We actually do need to get some sort of lighting in here, and I need to start painting these walls. And I do want to use a different paint for these walls than I did the main lobby walls, because this area is more of a hallway. It's not going to be as fancy as the lobby will be. So we got to look and just kind of see what texture fits this the best here. Let's see if we can find something that fits relatively well. I don't really like the brick. That's a little bit too much. This marble is way too strong. of a texture. Maybe plaster. Plaster, this is a very strong plaster texture. But in reality, that's probably like what you would expect to see in there. So maybe that looks pretty good. We'll do that. Because back in these days, they would have been using a lath and plaster wall. That would have been the thing back when this would have been built. So that would have been what you would expect in pretty much all buildings back then. So that's what we're going to use. Okay, I have no idea why that just didn't paint right there. There we go. And there is our last wall, and that is a nice looking hallway. Now we should go in here, and we should actually add some lighting in. So let's go ahead and take a look in here and see what type of lighting we've got, and then let's work with that. We'll probably want to put a light switch in here somewhere, so we'll just put one in right there. And then what type of lighting should we do? What's going to be what you'd expect back in these days? A lot of nowadays they would probably use some pretty basic and just boring old regular fluorescence, but considering the time period this is meant to be from, you would really have much fancier type lighting. And so I want to try to maybe do something like that. For the interior in here, I would love to do this chandelier actually. So while we're in here, we might as well go ahead and do that and just decide where we want to put that. And that is not a cheap light either, but we will put it in nonetheless because it is the type of light that we would want in here. Then we're going to need to go ahead and hide those roofs again so that we can actually see what we're working with. To be honest, maybe like a chandelier, but I mean, this is going to cost me a lot if I'm using chandeliers in here. So I'd rather not use a full-on chandelier. I don't think it would typically be quite that fancy, honestly. I think that it would be more along the lines of maybe something industrial, but this is more like a modern industrial style. So again, not really what I would expect. Now, a mid-century ceiling lamp, that could work. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to walk in, and I'm going to take a look at that and see what I think inside of that. Ooh, awesome. We got our daily reward. That is always fun to have. Let's run in. As you guys can see, we are just starting to make some progress in here for this facility. But what do you guys think? I think this actually looks pretty good. This looks good. So I think we'll keep using these mid-century type lamps for that. I think they'll work pretty well in there. Not quite as old as the build, but you know, this build, even though this is like a newer build, this is still meant to take place in the current time. Just it's an older building that is still being used. And so that is our justification for using some more modern type stuff in here. If you guys consider mid-century modern. But let's see, what else are we going to need? We're probably going to need a lot of light in here, unfortunately. And it's going to probably cost us a pretty penny to get this done if I had to guess. But nonetheless, you have to pay here in Bloxburg if you want to get stuff done nicely. So we are going to pay. Now let's put this in here and see how this looks. Alright, that should be good. That should be sufficient, especially once we put our windows in here. And now we've got to decide what type of windows we're going to go with, actually, down here. I'm liking the way this hall looks so far. I think maybe we try to line up with our doors a little bit would be good to do, maybe. So we'll do one there, line up with that door, and then more over here, lined up with this door. We can just do a couple at the end there, too. And there we go. Now let's take a look and see how this hallway is looking now. Alright, that is nice looking. I like the way that looks. It looks very period correct and everything. Unfortunately, we do have kind of the glitchiness you'll see in build mode there around the windows, but there's not really a lot you can do about that. As much as I do hate that glitch, there's not a lot we can do. Now, what I do want to try doing is actually putting in some type of shutters or something around this. So let's see here what type of shutters we can do. Let's just go in and we can just first of all start in here and see what all we're going to have. And then if we don't like that, we can go into the decorational ones and see over there if there's anything. Okay, they're not going to be in there. They're going to be in decorate, actually. These are not quite wide enough to work, but on the outside they might. We would just have to decide what type we want here. Alright, I think I would go with the regular shutters if I were to go with a pair. Oh, I just realized I placed these windows backwards. Okay, that was dumb of me. Let's go ahead and fix that right here. Cannot believe I'm already placing windows backwards. I just started streaming and I'm already placing things backwards and all of that stuff already. This should look much better in here now. Let's take a look and see if it does in fact look better. Yep, that does look better now. Looks much more lined up. And what we can do in the middle of all these windows, we can put some doors right here. I actually do want to move this over to the left just a little bit. I think it should be over maybe a little bit. That is hard to tell. I think that's pretty good. I think we're pretty lined up there. So now we're going to go in and we're going to put some doors in. Now we got to pick, because I don't want to be quite as fancy as I was for the doors up front. I don't think it would make sense to be as fancy since this is more of a back door. We have no reason to be quite as elegant as we were up front. I still do want a door with a window though. Wait, how much would it be to just use the same door? Because honestly, I mean, this is a good looking door here. Alright, we might just use that. Let's take a look inside and see how that looks. What do you guys think of this hallway? I kind of like this. I'm liking this hallway in general so far. I do want to put some plants beside this door though. Or wait, what about this arch door? Would this look better? Let's just see. What do you guys think would look better? Because this could almost look just as good, honestly. But I really don't know. Let me know what you guys think is going to be the best looking type door for this. Maybe actually we should just stick with this. And I just realized too that if we want to be centered to that window, we should. I guess that's centered. That doesn't. Yeah, that's centered. I don't know why I thought that didn't look centered. It's good. Yo, Trini boy, welcome back. You are on a roll. You have been in all of our streams so far this week. That is great to see. Welcome back to the streams. I am doing pretty well, having some fun. Hard not to have fun during a build stream. Oh, here we go again. That's awesome. There we go with the webcam freezing again. Like I said, I apologize for that, guys. I spent time trying to troubleshoot that and get that fixed today, and I wasn't able to do it. I don't know what's going on. I updated all the firmware. I updated everything. We updated OBS. We did all that good stuff, but it's just not helping. So I don't know what the truth is with that. What's actually causing that? Let's see here. Let's try to get something that would make sense to put in the lab. In here, we've got to keep looking until we find something that really does make sense. I am trying to find it. Wow, I do not know, honestly, what we should put. I want to put, like, some plants. So let's just search in a plant. And this kind of shows us some of the options that we have. And then we can kind of see what would look good in here. Just based on that. Those look so good, but they're a little bit big, unfortunately. What do you guys think? Would it be acceptable to just use a plant that's big like that? What do you guys think? It is touching the wall a little bit, so we're going to go into medium grid to get just the right placement. Now we can restore ourselves to the full grid. Let's just take a look at what this hall looks like. What do you guys think of this hall? Is it okay having the plants that large? Let me know what you guys think. Do you like Windows 10 or 11? I prefer Windows 10. I'll be completely honest with you guys. I think Windows 11 looks really cool. But what Microsoft tried to do with Windows 11 is they tried to make the options in the system more simple. And by trying to simplify the look of the system and the amount of options available to end users on the Surface level, all they did was made it harder for people that actually know how to use the operating system to get things done, I feel like. And so I know that there are a lot of tech people out there, and a lot of people prefer Windows 11, but I strongly believe that Windows 10 is still the better operating system. And I've got Windows 11 on my laptop, I have Windows 10 on my PC, and I plan to hold out and continue to utilize Windows 10 for as long as I can. I much prefer Windows 10 to Windows 11. The one area where Windows 11 is far better, though, is in the command prompt. Windows 11 has that nice new terminal. Now you have access to run commands, to run sudo command. There are certain things that make Windows 11 better that way, but you can also upgrade the Windows 10 command prompt and install terminal on here, so you can actually get that on Windows 10 too, if you do install it separately. All right, let's see, guys. What else do you want to do? We should paint these before we forget, because I'm going to forget if I don't. Honestly, I already like this color a lot, but maybe we should do more of a burgundy. I think that would look a little bit better to go burgundy for these. So we'll go ahead and go burgundy. And there we go. That looks good. Now we've got to decide what else we want to do in here. Because to be honest, this looks like kind of like an old, like, classy house right now. It doesn't really look like a lab, if I'm being honest. But nonetheless, I still really like the way that this is looking, and this is kind of meant to be fancy. I do want to try this. See, I think that looks better, having the hallway end be kind of like two-tone with this stuff over here as our paint. I do like that a lot. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. What I meant to change was the material color. Alright, there we go. That looks more like something you would expect to see in a lab. And then we need to do our ceiling in here. Let's see what we want to do for that. Let's just start with the ceiling here. And let's see what we can do for this. Honestly, guys, I don't know. Maybe more plaster again? Probably. Probably we just go with plaster and then make it maybe a slightly different tone, or just make it the same tone. Maybe something more like that would look good, not being quite the same tone. I like that a lot. I think that looks pretty good. And then I want to put something right here as well. And if you guys are wondering why I'm kind of doing interior when my exteriors aren't done yet, that's just because I get bored of doing only one thing. And I know that when you guys watch the streams, I know that you guys can be kind of the same way. It gets a little bit repetitive and boring seeing me do the same thing over and over again. So I like to kind of zip around my builds while I'm building on stream. Alright, I think I know what we want to put here. We want to do some sort of a console table in here. So we're going to go into here, we're going to decorate, and we're going to go into tables, and we're going to see what type of table we can do. So here's like a simple console table, which for like all the lab rooms, we're probably going to use a lot of those, but for in here, we want something a little bit more advanced, I feel like. Alright, let's see. What would make sense? Honestly, this industrial pipes is a really good, like, style lab type table. Okay, sleek coffee tab is not at all what I want. Oh my gosh, I just said coffee tab, not coffee table. Anyway, let's just keep looking here. There really aren't as many options as I was hoping there would be, but there is this Victor's type stuff here. This is going to cost me a pretty penny, but I think this is probably what we want. And we're going to need small grid to line this up just right around the wall, I feel like. There we go. We'll restore to ourselves to large grid. Then it is going to be time to start painting this once we're sure that is actually lined up with there. That looks pretty good, so I think we can just roll with that. Now let's paint this. Let's actually see how this looks in here. This is looking nice, guys. I am impressed with how this looks. Yeah, I love Windows, but I love Windows, but I always wanted to try Windows 11. I'm using Windows 10. Well, you can always try it in like a virtual machine. You can take a look at what a VM or a virtual machine is. Look it up, how to make a virtual machine. You can use VirtualBox online, and you can just download an ISO file, which is like a disk image file for Windows 11. And you can make that into a virtual machine and try Windows 11 virtually without actually updating your computer. But honestly, I just prefer Windows 10. I think it's more stable. And even though I know that they've worked out a lot of bugs with Windows 11, I prefer Windows 10 still. I feel that it's more stable and less clunky. Because even though not everything is as consistent interface-wise in Windows 10, everything is just there and it's ready for you. Where in Windows 10, it's not, or in Windows 11, it's not really. You kind of have to search a little bit more, and you have to start clicking advanced properties, and you have to open up your advanced menus a little bit sooner than you would in Windows 10 to actually get anything done. Okay, I actually want to leave the wood the color that it is. I want to mostly change stuff like this. Oh, I know what we should do. I know what we should do. We should, so that's the color for that. We should change that to that for the tabletop. And then to do that, we're going to need to go in and get the exact same, more of a granite style material. Right there. Oh. Okay, I did not mean to do that. I do not like how I just changed this. Let's make this back wood again. And honestly, this gold doesn't really fit in either. I think that white looks a little bit better. We can just kind of do the same for the handles. That looks good right there. I like that. Let's see how our lighting will perform when it turns into nighttime. Okay, that's not too bad. Like I said, for an older building, you kind of have to expect things to be a little dark. So that's not too bad. How long have you been playing Rowville? I've been playing Rowville since I want to say like 2020 or somewhere around there. Let me actually go take a look and we can see just how long I've been playing. Because the first time I played Rowville, I actually was did a video for the first time I ever played Rowville. I was recording. And so we can actually take a look and see just how long it has been that I've been playing Rowville. 1 second, guys. I'm actually looking back at my YouTube channel and seeing how long it has been since we've been in Rowville for the first time. Okay, yes, I was right. It was indeed 2020. It was September of 2020. And I actually remember calling Rowville the free version of Bloxburg back in the day. And it's funny because now I love both games so much. Honestly, being without either one, I can't imagine. Because I enjoy both of these games so dang much, guys. I really do enjoy both of them so much. The house is looking nice. Thank you. This actually isn't a house. This is actually like a laboratory. Where we run like experiments and stuff, but I am glad that you like it, and I am glad that you think this is a nice looking facility. Let's turn our day back on. We're probably gonna have to pay up and put some more of these in. You know what? No, that doesn't look good on that wall. That looks too much like the other room, so we're gonna need to do something for that. But we now need to go ahead and find some decorations place on there. Oh, and I did want to put shutters inside earlier too. I don't know if it's still something I want to do. Honestly, now I'm not as set on the shutters as I was earlier. this place could have been a mansion. Yeah, it definitely could have been a really nice mansion for sure. Man, I wish that this darn, like, emoji thing would just go away so I could actually fully see what you guys are saying in chat. Did you say it could have been a mega mansion, or what did you say? Because that heart just completely covers everything. That darn emoji right in the corner there. I really don't understand why YouTube does that nowadays. It's so annoying. Alright, what else should we do in here? What should we put on this table? Let me know what you guys think in here. Let's keep on looking. We will find something eventually that works. I just want to make sure that it's something that really does fit in well with what we're doing. And so, okay, I'm actually going to place one of these so that I remember, because we're going to use this for some of our lab lighting later. So I'm going to go ahead and place that because that is something you would see in a lab from the period for sure. Let's just keep looking. Eventually we're going to find something here that I think is really cool for this. I hope we are anyway. I mean, the biggest problem is just that this is such an old, like, location. Like, just in general, a lot of the modern decor I would want to do, you wouldn't see in a place that old. But again, to be fair, this place is meant to be sort of like an old building originally, but also it's been somewhat modernized, and so you will see some of that newer stuff in here. And if you guys are wondering why I'm placing random items, that's just to remind me later of things that I want to make sure I don't forget to go ahead and put in when it gets to be the time to do those things. Alright, let's see here. Really, plants are probably one of the things you'd expect to see here. What if we mirrored the plants and put them on there? What about a salt lamp in there? That'd be kind of cool. I like the way that salt lamp looks. You guys let me know what you think about that. But we can keep looking as well. Oh, I thought those were blinds for a second. I didn't realize that was a clock, actually, guys. Wow, I am just blind again. Let's see here. What do we want? Man, it is always tough trying to decide what you want to put in places, because there is just so much to do in here that it literally can take us forever just to find something that we want to decorate this whole thing with, especially with how many dang things there are in here. Nobody's watching except me. Yeah, I know YouTube is saying that right now. That may be true, but that also may not be true, because these YouTube view counts aren't always the most accurate. They don't update super fast. So there could be more people watching other than you. I'm not sure about that. It might just be you, but there might be other people watching as well that we just are not seeing, and they're just kind of watching this secretly, and they're just secretly here. Okay, the four plants makes the room look way too crowded, so we're gonna not do that. Probably we're gonna get rid of them. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of those plants. It looks way too crowded to work. I don't know, you'd probably, if this is a lab, one of the, like, lab students probably would accidentally, like, left something or something along those lines. If we can put some books in there. Maybe a file folder too. Definitely something you'd expect to see in here. And then, what else should we do, guys? Let me know what you guys think. What else we should do? But I think we're pretty much good now for the hallway. So why don't we start working inside of this main room for a minute here? What do you guys think I should put in? I'll be right back. All right, sounds good. No worries at all. We will await your return. Alright, oh, I am still holding the file folder, but what I want to do here is I want to put some of these in. I want to put some vents over the doors. That'll look neat, kind of. You know, this is after all a laboratory building, and ventilation would be very, very important in here. So it would totally make sense to have that in this building. And then what else do we want to do? Let's see. And we may actually end up changing this floor, because this floor, as cool as it is, does look even a little bit more something you'd see in a house. I'd expect more of a traditional marble in a laboratory. So we may actually go ahead and consider changing the painting on this floor right now. Something more like this is more what I would expect to see in here, honestly. You know what we could do, guys? We could actually do a custom pattern. Why don't we just do a custom pattern? That way we can kind of compromise a little bit and just have both textures. We can do a custom pattern in here is what we'll do. So we'll do a 3, 3, and 3. There we go. And now we can have all of the above. Actually, what we'll do is we'll do here, and then we'll do that on the sides, and make the main floor in the middle something different. Or should we do a custom floor? Well, you know what? Why don't we do a custom floor, actually, in here? So what we're going to do is we're going to make like a diamond pattern or something fun in here. Oops, that didn't do it. Oops, that isn't what I meant to do. We'll do that again. Oh, I did that wrong. I gotta go here and then there. And we'll go ahead and do this. There we go. Oh, I did that wrong again. And for down there, no one is going to be able to see the floor, so it's not as important how it's done. Or actually, we can just do like a full floor under the staircase. So yeah, and then let's begin now. We're going to begin painting our floor pattern in just a second. There we go. Now let's get started here with some sort of a pattern, shall we? Let's see here what we want. Oh, I just clicked that. I meant to go into paint. Could do like something like that and then pick maybe marble or something is probably what I'm thinking. Is going to be what I'm going to want. And we're going to need a different marble in here, maybe a different color. Then still marble. There we go. All right, let's walk in here because I haven't walked in here in a while. And let's see what we actually think of this place. Okay, man, this is starting to really look good, guys. I am starting to really like this. Yeah, I really do like this, guys. What do you guys think? This is starting to look really, really nice. This honestly looks like an old mansion more than it does a laboratory. But nonetheless, this is going to be a laboratory build. Welcome, Bay, to the stream. So glad you could join us tonight, and I appreciate you saying it looks good. Indeed, I have that same feeling. I really do think that this looks quite good. I am really happy with how this is turning out. Let's see here. Okay, did I do this right? Why do I feel like... I think it's just because the staircase is covering this. It looks like I didn't line it up right. But I know that I did. And then down here, this is starting to actually feel like a real build. I do want to paint this because it's not quite... the coloration on that is not quite in line with like the rest of this build yet. But nonetheless, we are definitely getting somewhere. Won't be able to be in stream long, but I wanted to pop in and say hi. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate you just wanting to come in here and join us. That is really nice of you to come in, even if it is only for a short time. I really do appreciate it. Now, why don't we do like couches or something, actually? We're going to have to do a big, expensive couch is what we're going to do. To be honest, I think it would be more likely to have sofas like back here. Or these chairs, I mean. And then we can do like some sort of a table in there. And see what looks right for that. The fact that these end tables alone are $1,800 is kind of ridiculous. But that may end up being what we have to go with here. I'm just trying to see if there's any way for me to save a little bit of money here with these. But honestly, that's never a good idea to focus mainly on saving. It's much more important, I feel like, to focus on the actual builds themselves. Mid-century triangle isn't that bad. Alright, let's just compare this to the Victor's end table and see what we can get away with. We should probably go with the Victor's end table, if I'm being completely honest. Alright, so yeah, we're going to go with the Victor one, and we're going to paint this to match our other tables, is what we're going to do. We're going to paint this to match the one out here. There we go. Oh, okay, yeah, is that the correct paint? Good, that is the correct paint, and then we can just clone that item right there. Next up, we need to honestly do these chairs. There we go. That looks about right for what I'd expect here. That was a pricey upgrade, but it does look good. That looks nice. The only thing I would want to change would be, instead of this being plaster, we're definitely going to want that to be more of like a sand type material. And I think we'll want this to be a little bit brighter, maybe. I can't decide, honestly, what color to go with. I think maybe something like this would be good. Oh, I just realized I didn't change the color on the pillow, did I? That's better. Then we can just delete this other table that's just sitting in there for no reason. That looks good. I like that. The only thing we're going to need to do now is find a way of getting some lighting to hang down. So that's going to be fun to see what type of lighting we can bring down there like that. Let's see what options we've got. Let's just take a look and see here. I know these hang down really low, but I also know that it's going to cost an arm and a leg to get one put in. Oh wait, does that even hang down that low? That doesn't even hang down low enough, does it? Yeah, I'm not buying these. I'm not going to do that. We can do that, and then what we can do is we can go ahead and use like columns or something to deal with that, I guess is what we'll do. So let's see here what type of columns we want. Oh well, they have long lamps too, that's nice. But let's just see here what type of columns we would want to use for this place to work really well. Columns is what we want. So we're going to go into here and we're going to go into pillars. And we're going to see. See, it doesn't want me to place the pillar unless it's in a wall. Or if there's a floor down there, I believe. So what we got to do is we got to go into here. And then all we need to do, now we should be able to place that pillar that it didn't want us to place before. Once we get a floor under it, that is. Now, see, if we were in Rowville, I would have just placed that. But since we're in Bloxburg, I have to, like, actually do something to get some support for that pillar. Otherwise, it just straight up isn't going to let us do it at all. So you guys can see, it took all that work just to get a pillar in there. And now that we have that pillar in there, that should be fixed. And now we gotta pick what type of we want there. What if we just do the lighting from the chandelier, actually? Oh, okay, that didn't work. And dang it, that pillar doesn't even reach the chandelier. Ah, man, I was hoping that was going to work, but that doesn't actually do it. Because, yeah, that doesn't work. So we're going to use shapes then, is what we'll have to do. And here we go again. It doesn't want me to place because of the fact that there's no floor there. So we got to go back up and put up a floor. Here we go. And what we'll do is we'll do this. Now we'll go in here. And we'll go into basic shapes. Okay, here we go. Basic shapes. We want a basic cube. Then it's going to be time to edit this. Oh, we needed the Transform Plus Game Pass just to change these shapes. I used to be able to do that. I used to have that or something because I used to be able to edit shapes. I don't know what's going on here, but I've never run into this issue before where I'm not actually able to edit my shapes. So whatever, then we'll just leave these for now, and I'll deal with that later because I don't feel like going to buy the Game Pass right now for that. So we'll just kind of leave it the way that it is. And we will continue work like that didn't happen. So let's see, what else do we want to do in here? We're going to need to do these rooms off to the side. Is what I think we'll do. I think we'll kind of finish some of the layout for this. And then from there, we'll get back in. So we're going to go in. We're just going to put a floor. Now we're just going to... Oh, okay. It can't even handle auto placing for this room. So we're going to have to do it manually. Do the same thing for the other room over here. And we actually need to go ahead and finish this as well. Now then, we need to find a material to paint these, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and use this. Welcome, Saki, to the stream. What's up, James? Long time since we've talked and since you've streamed in general. It is definitely a long time since I've streamed in general, but I am so happy to see you out here today. Welcome, bro. Thank you so much for coming in. I see you said here, how's life, man? How's the farm? And how's the overall channel going? The place here is going pretty well. The channel itself is starting to go again. I'm trying to kind of bring some life back in with streams like this here in Bloxburg and occasionally in Rowville as well. And I've also been uploading some vlogs lately. I have a ton of backlog travel vlogs that are going to be coming out. And in addition to that, the farm is going well. The animals are doing great here in real life. Chip is continuing to do well, just like he always has been. Mr. Chippy is awesome. We'll have to do another vlog that features him sometime in the future. We are definitely going to have to do that. But we actually got 2 more mules for riding so that I can even like invite friends and go riding now. So that has been really fun, and I cannot wait to do another one of those riding vlogs. I've actually got a really cool one where we went to a national park and did some insanely crazy horseback trails that I have to get out on the channel that I have filmed and I've got to get out. But overall, that has been going great. And then I miss the old days of our convos. We should catch up sometime. Oh, for sure. I agree. We definitely should catch up. And I agree that this build looks nice. I'm glad that you agree with me because I worked really hard on this. And so I'm so happy to have all of that support. And welcome back, Trini Boy. I am glad to see that you are back in the stream. Alright, let's keep going here. Saw a little something in the Rowville server that I was taking a look at here. Someone actually posted a new build over here. Oh, someone is asking for a code for my Tower of Terror Hollywood Tower Hotel build. Wow. I was not expecting someone to ask about that old build, but that build is absolutely amazing. I should show you guys what we actually have going with that build sometime. I really do need to do a stream working on that build. Can I join? Of course you can. Feel free to join my game if you want. I can go ahead and grab a profile link right now so that you guys can come in here and join. Let me go ahead and get a profile link so that you guys can all join me. There is a profile link. Good to hear everything going well. Makes me super happy to see you're doing good. Thank you, man. Yeah, I am so happy to be doing well and to be back here once again, guys. just 1 minute. I'm actually writing back to the guy that was asking about the Hollywood Tower Hotel build to let him know that we actually are not selling that build. Alright, I just went ahead and sent that guy my response. I apologize for that, guys. Also, I noticed that that we haven't gotten our bills in a while. For some reason. So I guess when you're in build mode, now the power doesn't cost as much anymore. Like it used to is what it seems like. Either that or they've changed that. And from what I remember, the bills are more frequent now, not less frequent. I would like to help you build someday. Maybe someday we could do that. That would definitely be something I would look at. I think co-building is really cool, and I love it when we can all just work together. And it's cool because a lot of the builders love to work with each other. And so I always enjoy it when we can all just kind of work together. And I see that you just joined. Thank you for joining. All right, let's see. What else should we do in here? I'm trying to see what else we should do. Alright guys, the guy that was asking about the Tower of Terror build might actually be able to join us. I'm sending him the stream link. He just got back to me. And we might be getting another viewer here on this stream for that, which would be really, really cool. By the way, guys, as I was mentioning earlier about the view counts and how they're not always accurate, right now, guys, there are actually people here in the stream right now. So if you guys want to take a look at this, I want to prove to you guys really fast these view counts are not accurate. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and close this off. And now this is a really good way of seeing if view counts are accurate. So here it's saying we've got 2 watching. So actually this may not work now. Because now that it's saying 2 watching, it may have just updated. But if you look here, what you can always do is you can see that I can ping Trini Boy, and I know that you're watching, and I can also ping Bay because I know that Bay is watching. But as you can see there, it says 1 watching. If I ping Bay, there's someone that's live in here right now. And if I ping you, Trini, you can see that it's also showing up. Now, if I ping someone here like Saki, that ping is not working, which means that they currently are not in this stream. And so there's a good way of seeing whether or not this is accurate. You guys can see that that view count goes around and moves around, but it's not entirely accurate. All right, let's continue working in here. Should we do some wall trims? I've thought about this. And that is not the type of molding they would have used back in the day.
Just karma. Better take that. Call it payback. Don't say I didn't warn you. Stay mad, I know you.
That is looking really nice.
That's just karma.
Now I think it might be time that we consider doing some crown molding. What do you guys think? Crown molding up here or not? Let's take a look up here. I think we can skip on the crown for this room. We're going to go ahead and skip the crown. I actually don't like the way it worked. I'm here, gang. I tabbed out. So YouTube, 1 second. I'm trying to see what you said. I hate the way that this emoji is here. Oh. I tabbed out. YouTube is so weird, low-key. Well, then we have a lot of people watching. We have way more than 1. If Saki is actually in here too, then we have way more than 1 people watching. So when you guys ask how many, when you guys ask me if I know how many is watching, I never know truly how many of you guys are watching. YouTube is very weird, and I will never know how many of you guys are actually watching. Unfortunately, it's not something possible for me to know. Okay, let's continue here with this. Let's continue with some of our hallways here. Should we run carpet down this hallway? We probably should. So we're going to go and do either a rug or carpet. Okay, carpet is what we will search. And typically the simple carpet would be what I would go with. Let's see if that is still good. Simple carpet or... Okay, the long carpet's not quite right. Alright, what do you guys think? Let's paint this and then we can see what we all think of how this looks. Oh, dang it, though. It's gonna do this, unfortunately. I always hate how it does that. So we're gonna have to go into the smaller grid then to fix this issue, I feel like, is what we're gonna have to do. Alright, so let's go ahead and move these carpets then. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go in as small as we can here. So we're going to need to go into this grid in order to... No, we're going to need to go even smaller, actually. Okay, we might just go ahead and leave the gaps in the carpet, because honestly, that looks better than it not being together right at all, and having the weird, like, overlap thing. Oh, this is gonna be a pain to do, actually, here. Alright, there we go. Let's walk in and take a look at how this all works. Okay, I actually don't like the way that the carpet is with the plants. I didn't notice that. I'm not a big fan of that. So we may not use this carpet in this area. We may go ahead and recycle that and use it for something else. Alright, we might go ahead and just do that for now. That might work. And then just do these hallway ends with the carpet. Because honestly, I kind of do like the way that that looks. So that might be what we go ahead and do here. Because that doesn't look too bad. I kind of like that. And then we can use this other carpet in like other areas, maybe in... Could do it like in front of these doorways, maybe. Would look good. Oh, we are not like lined up at all with... Oh, never mind, we are actually lined up. Good. See, we will definitely find a use for all of this carpet as we go here. We will definitely find a good use for it. Alright, let's see. Is that going to be too much carpet or not? I cannot decide, honestly, if that's too much or not. But we might just go ahead and leave that now. And just leave it looking like that, because I honestly don't mind that a whole lot. So why don't we start now working on our lab layout after we paint this exterior wall here. No, wait, we should do another set of doors up here, maybe into a deck or something, shouldn't we? Yeah, we should probably do something up there. So let's go ahead and grab the door. And then what we can do is we can try to do a floor up here. And we need to go and copy the material from downstairs. That honestly does not look bad. I am liking this so far. This actually looks really good. Now we need to get some columns in here. There we go. I am liking that so far. What do you guys think? I think that looks pretty dang nice. I'm coming to see your place. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. Feel free to come on in and head over in here when you're done. And I do see someone over here is also working on a build. That looks pretty cool. We can't quite see what they're doing, but it looks quite neat as well. That is quite a complicated layout. That might be like a speed build or something, because that looks really complicated. That is going to be good right there. That'll work pretty well. Here's where we'll start using the plaster again. Oh wait, no, for this we should go back to the wood. And that was just the side walls that are the plaster. I want to build, but I don't delete your house. Well, then you should definitely do some grinding so that you can get some money and build on another plot or do something like that. In Bloxburg, I would say wait until you've earned enough block bucks to buy another plot if you don't want to spend Robux. And then over in Rowville, once you've got 500k, you can just go ahead and buy a new plot. By the way, Sakiyama, I saw that you were wondering if maybe I'd like to go into a call or something after stream and hang out, and I would actually be quite happy to go ahead and do that. I think that'd be really fun to go ahead and do that, because I'll probably have dinner, and if you don't mind, then while we're in call, I'll just have my dinner, and we can hang out and chat a little bit and have some fun. Stream's gonna run for about maybe 15-20 more minutes. And then from there, I think we'll go ahead and end the stream because I got some other stuff to do, and I would love to do that call with you, Saki. That would be a lot of fun. Let's see. We'll do this in here. We're going to go back to plaster now. This room looks really bare with everything all being the same exact color. Let me say it does. Oh, that is the wrong texture right there. I want to make sure. Okay, yeah, plaster. Good. I wanted to make sure that was still the caulky and the plaster. That is what we want. Why don't we start working on the inside of this courtyard, actually, guys? That would be a productive and fun thing to do. And then I think we'll go ahead and end it off after we get that kind of courtyard interior area done. That might be a perfect place to go ahead and end off this stream. I just realized I don't think I went to the full height of the building here, did I? No, we can still do 2 more floors. So what we're going to do then is we're going to go back here. I'm going to finish this. And then what we're going to go ahead and do here is we're going to go ahead and head up 1 floor. And we're going to mirror the other style. So we're going to go in like that, 3 out. We're going to go back 1 and back 2. So we're going to go back 1. Over 2. So that we look... Oh, wait, no, it's going to be straight back, actually. Not mirrored like that. So we need to... go like that. Oh, that is not working. What did I do wrong here? Why is it one side looks different than the other? Let's see what we did here. There's one, and then there's two. So what's different over on this side? That does not make a lot. Oh, there's the difference. I accidentally went 3. That's why. Oh, wait. No, that is still not correct. Okay. Let's see what I did here then, shall we? What did I do here? Why is this not working? I do not understand what's going on here. Did I make one side wider than the other or something? That's what I must... No, wait. Initially going 3 was correct, so I don't know what I did then. I'm just messing around in here, and I have done nothing except messed everything up, so I don't know what happened here. Okay, is this part of the building not even? I guess it's not even, is it? Yes. Oh, wait, I might know why. Well, it's only 2 away. It needs to be 3 back. That's just the problem. Okay, honestly, I don't know what's going on here. But I guess that I just changed some dimension without realizing it. So that's the reason then that we're not quite perfect on one of these sides. And I'll fix that off stream, I think, guys. I'm here. Awesome, Trini. That is cool to see that you're here. Would you like to take a look inside? I can go ahead and give you a guest level permission so that you can take a look. This actually looks really cool. This is my first time coming in here since we actually got started, so this is really cool. Looks like he likes it a lot. I guess that is no surprise. So far, this build has really been a fan favorite, and everybody has been impressed with this interior that we're just starting on. And really, every element of this build you guys have liked a lot. So I am happy to see that you guys have enjoyed this build so much. What do you think? What house should I make? I don't know. I would say start looking online at houses that you like and then base it off of something online you've seen that you like. That would be my advice. Here is our central light courtyard area space. This actually looks very nice. This looks really, really good. I am excited to have this courtyard here. This is going to look really cool. Same goes for the hall. I am liking this hallway a lot too. This is all looking really, really good. We definitely do have a lot more to finish up, but so far this has been absolutely incredible. In here we don't have quite enough lighting to see, unfortunately, but perhaps if we get back into build mode we can. And unfortunately here in Bloxburg, just like in Rowville now, it always kicks everybody out, which sucks. So let's go ahead and finish this at courtyard level then. Let's see, I'm thinking about doing actually, walkways running along the full width of this. These fences get expensive so fast in this game. I swear it is just ridiculous what fences cost here in Bloxburg. Oh, what? How did I just delete the floor? That was quite the mistake. I think I just double deleted these, like both of them at the same time somehow. I don't know how I did that. You know what, guys? I actually have a better idea than this. What if we step each level back outward a little bit? So say for this, we do, instead of that, we do, say, we go 2 further back out, and then do like a walkway up there. Is that a good idea? The problem is that that's going to take up a lot of space, I feel like. That's going to take up a lot of interior space, and I don't know if we want to do that. So unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to do that, as cool of an idea as that was. I don't like copying on houses on Google. Well, I didn't say copy. I said I recommend taking a look at the style and going for style. But yeah, you absolutely don't have to copy anything. I was just saying, like, look up a style you like, whether that be something modern, something more mid-century, something minimalist, maybe even Art Nouveau style like this, Art Deco, postmodern, brutalist. There are so many styles out there. And just look up those styles in general and pick what you want. But please, even though I mentioned brutalist, I don't recommend picking brutalist unless you're doing like a hospital or a lab or maybe some crazy like serious university. I don't recommend brutalist. Brutalist is very crazy and weird. Not to say there aren't cool parts about it, but that is just an example. It is not the main thing I would recommend going with for a house. It would not be very inviting to make a house using brutalist. But any of the other styles, go ahead and build a house with those styles. Alright, let's see. Let's just start painting again. And get that done now. Might as well. Oh, I just did that backwards. Alright guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream right around 9 p.m. So we got a couple more minutes left to go ahead and stream and get stuff done from there. Okay, now that I see this, now I do want to actually step these levels out just a little bit. We might actually go ahead and do it. I think that even though it wastes space, I think it can look quite good. So we're going to go ahead and do it. Also, because these windows really don't look good having one on top of the other. They just don't. These windows are meant to be like a major feature, so having one on top of the other doesn't really work super well. And so for that reason as well, kind of creating some sort of like a visual divide between the two floors is a really good idea. Now I already know that the auto floor tool isn't going to do what I need. So we're going to have to make this all manually. Alright, actually, let's just do each square individually here. Is what we should probably do. Where I used to make box houses. There's not really anything wrong with doing box houses. Like, if you want to do more just like a basic square house, there's nothing wrong with that. You can still make those builds look really cool by doing unique roof lines. There's a lot you can do to make even a basic square house or a house with just a few squares and all 90-degree type completely straight edge corners. You can still make some of those builds look quite nice. So I wouldn't say no to even doing box houses. I think you can make some really cool stuff that way. I'm going to place more of this very expensive fence right here. I am aware that this isn't quite wide enough to be a true balcony. This may end up being like a false balcony, guys. I am completely aware of that fact. Alright, this actually looks really, really good. I like this. And now what we should do is we should go up another floor and continue to do this. Because we got 2 more floors to go. And then we're maxed out. Go over to a paint tool. I don't know why I click. Even though I could use keyboard commands, I always end up still going over and leaning over to go look at the controls over on the side of the screen there in build mode. I don't know why I do that. It is just out of habit, I swear. But it would be so much easier like that to just click and then use the keyboard shortcuts. But I guess the one advantage of not using all of the keyboard commands is that you can for sure see exactly what I'm doing with everything, and that is very good. You guys being able to see what I'm doing. Honestly, we could make this upper level a real balcony too. You know what? Let's make this level a real balcony too. So let's actually make this one step 2 back there, and then it can just be that kind of mid-level. Oh wait, no, we're gonna do one more above this, aren't we? Yeah, we are gonna do one more above this. So never mind. We're gonna do the one above this, the real balcony. Oh no, are we having the whole camp place here issue again? Looked like we were for a second. Those are always fun when that happens. Let's go ahead and grab some paint here. That is looking really cool, actually. I am really digging the vibe we've got here with the way that this build looks. Alright, let's go up one more floor here. And then let's go up above this. And then we'll finish up this outer layer, and then I think that we may just go ahead and end it off after we get that done up here. Oh, dang it. I just totally did that wrong. I didn't even get that lined up right. So let's go back in and fix that really fast. I just actually realized here that there's no way to do a rooftop off of this, is there? There's going to be no way of doing a rooftop up here. Is there? Yeah, I kept forgetting that if I build a wall on this level, there's going to be no way to go any higher than I was. So that is going to be actually the most that we can do. Is that a 5th level right there? So this is actually going to be the last level. So never mind then. We're not going to need any of this. I just was not paying attention or thinking at all. Alrighty guys. Well guys, I did say that... Oh, do you know how to sell a house on Marketplace? In Bloxburg or Rowville? I would definitely look it up. On Google, because I actually don't know how to sell on the marketplace here in Bloxburg. And as for Rowville, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is click in there. You have to have Rowville Platinum, but it's very simple. You can just look it up and you'll be good to go for that. Anyway, guys, it was nice hanging out with you. Thank you so much for coming and joining us. I cannot wait to show you guys this lab in the next stream, next time we build. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe.